Hey everybody, KC here. So I hope you all had a great weekend. So nice to have a 3-day weekend. Not that most of us could go many places, but it's still nice to have an extra day off. I wanted to give you an example, a small one, but another example of how an online business can disrupt a traditional business. You know, when we used to get things framed around here, yeah, you take them to the framing store, they'd measure it all out, they'd do the whole thing, and they charge anywhere from 75 to 100 to 150 bucks depending on what it happened to be and what the size of it was, and it would be fine, and it would take a couple of weeks. That's just the way it worked. And I saw an ad the other day for a company online, an online company called Keepsake, where basically you send them a digital photo, and they send you back it framed and matted, the whole thing. It was like, depending on the size again, but like maybe 25, 30 bucks, something like that. So that sounds interesting, because a few years ago, Mrs. Content Guy and I were driving cross country, coming from Portland back home, and we stopped in Montana at the at Little Bighorn National Memorial, where Custer's last stand was. And one of the things, as we were wandering around, we're standing near a graveyard, and suddenly this black horse suddenly just sort of walked into the graveyard and stood there for the longest time. It was the spookiest thing, unbelievable. Mrs. Content Guy quickly grabbed a couple of photos, and the photos were cool and fine. We filed them away, and didn't really think much of it. When I saw the thing for Keepsake, I said, I've always meant to get one of those pictures framed. So I found it on my computer. I sent it on in, and like a week and a half later, and it took a little longer because of the whole COVID thing. They don't have as many people working. Normally it takes 3 or 4 days. I get the thing back, and it is beautiful. And here's the picture right there. You can see. Isn't that an amazing photo? And I was blown away by relatively fast, very cheap, and the quality seems really, really high. And Mrs. Content Guy was happy. So again, things keep happening out there. It's not like the train stops running. There are always going to be little companies that are going to find ways to disrupt traditional businesses, and every company has to be aware of that. Anyway, that's my picture, and that's what's on my mind this morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.